I hope that you are doing well. Listen, it's happening all over the country, and people are making out these calls like, hey, someone has to do something. The American people need help. But hey, who's listening and who's going to do what? Let's talk about it, people. Housing insecurity. Let's take a look at these two news clips. This will be part A. And if you will, please stick around for the commentary, which will be a separate video. Okay. That will be in part B. Again, this is happening all in different cities all over the country. Where are the solutions? Check it out. Here we go.
This news, we are live at 10, beginning tonight with families being forced out of their homes amid a skyrocketing number of evictions. I'm Erica Bryant.
I'm Evan Donovan, in tonight for Scott Wickersham. Mecklenburg County is reporting 46,000 eviction cases filed in 1 year. That is a 37% jump over the previous year. Channel 9's Amelia White is live for us tonight. Amelia, those numbers top the list statewide.
Yeah, Evan, that's right. County Commissioner Susan Rodriguez McDowell says Mecklenburg County has the highest eviction filings in the state.
I'm in a situation I've never faced before: homelessness. Having your security ripped and stripped away from you, your foundation ripped and stripped away from you.
Denise Pierce's personal story is a reflection of the current state of housing instability and homelessness in Mecklenburg County.
What we're seeing is an increase in evictions.
Commissioner Susan Rodriguez McDowell shared a breakdown of the numbers with me. Eviction filings increased by 37% in the last fiscal year in the county, resulting in nearly 13,000 additional households at risk of losing their homes and acquiring an eviction record.
When you get that on your record, it's really devastating in the immediate, but it's also devastating in the future for your record, for trying to get out of the cycle of poverty and debt.
You are seeing a lot of people who haven't interacted with the eviction process, interacting with it for the first time.
Hannah Gurrier is with Legal Aid. She says they're also seeing multiple evictions against the same person, which is also driving the increase. For example, in 2020, 25,631 eviction cases were filed. In 2024, that number doubled in the county to 46,026. Of that, 29,716 were granted. And just last month, the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office conducted 288 evictions in 1 week.
In my 10 years with Legal Aid, I've not seen it this bad. I've not seen eviction numbers this high.
Legal Aid says the reason behind the numbers, a lack of affordable housing.
The cost of living has gone up, and minimum wage and salaries generally have not kept pace at all.
There's many families, not only myself, that are facing this. And it's the worst position to ever be in.
Commissioner Rodriguez McDowell says there is a disparity between the resources available and who needs the help.
It is literally a disaster. And so we need help at so many levels.
So that's one county.
We need nonprofit help. They're struggling too. We need state and federal. We need everyone to be involved in the solutions.
And the county has created a position around affordable housing and community building. I'm told this position is to see how the county is currently doing and how they can do better to tackle this issue.
So that's in one county, okay? Here we have one, I think, a totally different state. One is North Carolina. So check this out. Here we have a judge, eviction court. Let's go ahead and get to it again. This is happening throughout the country, different counties, different states.
So we have 10 days to get out, to find somewhere to live, which is impossible, out here. You can't, just find somewhere to live. So yeah, we're kind of stuck on what to do.
You can see that young mom there, and you might remember this story from last month. Our Jamie Warren sharing the heartbreaking reality for thousands of people right here
in Arizona. Arizona families priced out and facing a judge inside Maricopa County Eviction Court.
Since that story aired, Jamie has been flooded with emails from ABC 15 viewers reaching out with their own concerns and very personal stories. And this morning, she's following up, sharing one Valley mom's call to action.
When I read that article that you wrote, that 7,000 people were in court for evictions in Maricopa County in 1 month, I knew that I had to say something.
It's a reality.
And I'm thankful that you reached back out to me. I'm thankful that we're having this conversation.
That hit too close to home for Stephanie. On the verge of eviction, surrounded by moving boxes,
That is where you come in.
she typed up this letter, then reads it out loud.
Pleading for our government to take a serious look at this crisis.
Asking her state representatives to take real action.
That does take a lot of strength.
You see, some would say that Stephanie used to have it all.
I was making close to $100,000 a year.
But after fleeing domestic violence,
I have post-traumatic stress disorder.
She lost her job and her rent.
Gone from $1,450 a month to now almost $2,200 a month. It's one of those things where unless you've lived it, you really have no idea what it's like to worry every single day if you can provide a home for your child.
The part-time job she does have now is barely enough to make it. And she's not alone. A recent study found half of renters across the country are spending more than 30% of their income on rent. This comes as a report from Zillow shows the average person in Phoenix needs to make at least $70,000 a year to make rent. That's up from $50,000 in 2020.
So if it wasn't for your landlord being flexible with you every month, what would happen?
I don't even know where to start with that.
So for Stephanie, that's where this letter comes in.
Their constituents are suffering, and it's clear that they are suffering just based on your report. We can sit here and talk about this all day, but nothing's going to change unless there's some sort of action plan. And it's time for that. It's been time for that.
There is obviously so much to unpack here, but one of the things that we did is Stephanie reached out to 3 of her state representatives, Democrats Ruben Gallego and Mark Kelly, and also Republican Andy Biggs. I reached out to them as well. We heard back from 2 of them. So Senator Ruben Gallego sent us a list of some of the legislation that he has been working on. And some of that actually focuses on building more apartments to bring down the costs. You'll also see that Kelly showed us that he's focusing on making sure that cities like Phoenix are getting a fair share when it comes to all of the money available for housing vouchers. But I wanted more than just a statement. I asked both of these senators if they would be willing to meet with Stephanie. After I did that, she did actually receive 2 one-on-one meetings with case managers from both of their offices, which was huge for her. But more needs to be done. They were able to listen to her concerns, but she knows that this is just the beginning of her journey. She still needs a lot of help.
Okay, everybody, so we're going to stop there. 37% now writing letters to the Congress and the Senate. Let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and get to part B in the next video.